Hello, my name is Johnny. Welcome to another World War II 172 scale video. Today we're going to do a kit review slash build update on this American anti-tank gun vehicle. If you'd like, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, reply, and share. Here on the box they're calling it an M6 Anti-Tank Gun Carriage. When I looked it up, that's one of its names, but it's also known as M6 Fargo for the name of the truck company, and also or the Dodge WC-55 or WC-52, the Dodge weapons carrier, which is basically this vehicle here, but it's converted to hold a 37mm anti-tank gun. It was an early stopgap measure to get some stuff on the field. This was used by the Americans in late 42, early 43 in North Africa in the Tunisian campaign. And it said it wasn't very well liked because of a lack of armor, obviously, for defense. And the 37mm gun wasn't that effective at that point. What the Germans were fielding, the Mark IVs, and then even had some Tigers there, and maybe even the Mark IIIs at the front were starting to get up armored. So 37mm wasn't the way to go at that point, but they had it. So make a diorama for this for Tunisia, and or use this for the American forces fighting in North Africa, like Kasserine Pass or something like that. This was started but never finished. And we're going to take a look at the box, the instructions, the parts, and so forth. There's this Esci brand, and they use Aurora because they had some kind of deal back then. This is an older one. This has got to be from the late 1960s or 1970s, this box. And then most of all the Esci models were Italeri later reissued them. So you can see what it looks like there. It's got a crew. Look at the back. This one's in green, and then they're showing it more in a sand. It's probably could be in more of a khaki. And then they're showing one with a little bit of camouflage. This just had some base coat put on it. Before I get to the instructions, I just want to say I still do have the decals, but in most cases these are so old that when you put them in water, take them off, and you go to try to move them, they disintegrate. So in most cases you can't use those, so you'd have to use your own there. So look at this. They've got a whole long history of it there. I didn't look at this right before I started talking. And let's see what they're saying there. Stopgap and so forth, and what I looked up. Said they shipped some to fight the Japanese, but they were for the Marines, but they weren't really used. And then the Free French got some of these to fight the Germans, because they were chronically short of vehicles, so they might have used some. But for American use, it's just North Africa. There's the undercarriage. I don't like making trucks and cars, particularly with all these wobbly little parts and stuff, and trying to get the wheels on. So let's see what that's looking like here. The seats, assembling that part. The back. So a lot of that was done. There's the gun. We'll see the gun is still on the sprue, as well as the men. They give, looks like a loader or driver and another soldier. They're just here. So even though this looks like a Jeep, this is the Dodge weapons carrier, and it's bigger. We have some of them in the weapons carrier mode. One of these days I'm going to take out the Jeep, the weapons carrier, the 1.5 ton and the 2.5 ton trucks, and show them. Some of them look real neat when they have the 50 caliber machine gun. So here's Got a nice size shield there. There's the back. It's got an open area that you could have open and with deep details in there. Some of the wheels, there's the seats in there, roughed out. The bottom, some of these things came loose or got on there crooked. What happened to that piece, why it's missing. Let's look at the sprue. So we got some more tires. See all the parts that are been used. There's the windshield. Got some trimming to do on that figure there. Some smaller pieces. Steering wheel. A nice strap on the gas cans there. Should fill that in because that's from the molding with that little pin mark in there. It's really sunken in. And then the other sprue. It's got the rifle. Sides, got some more tools. The other crew, there's the gun itself. See, it's not very big. It's way too thin to try to hollow out. Here, look at those pin marks back there. Injection molding, or however you want to word that. You fill it in with thick paint or with a little putty or something. So just marginal detail on them. You can see the pockets and the folds. Moderate, not super detailed. Kind of a neat vehicle. It was packed away, so I never got around to finishing it, and I never did a video on this particular vehicle, so this is the only one I'm going to have. Like, again, it's for Tunisia, North Africa, fighting the Germans with the American troops. Till next time, or World War II, 1/72 scale. Lots more to come.